We're back for our daily MLB Best Bets here for Sunday, April 6th. Every team in the major leagues play today, and we have our 5 best bets for this entire slate. Now, before we get into the best bets, folks, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for some more daily MLB Best Bets here on the channel. Again, every single day for the rest of the MLB season, so make sure to join us daily for that. And later today, we will have our college basketball crown championship game predictions between the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the UCF Knights, along with our daily NBA best bets and predictions as well. 11 games today in the National Basketball Association, headlined by the Thunder and Lakers. Make sure to go check that out at 10 o'clock here on the channel. Also, later today on Greedo Plays MMA, our UFC 314 predictions. Volkanovski versus Lopez for the Featherweight Championship co-main event. Patty the Batty versus Iron Michael Chandler. What a card. Make sure to join us for that here on over on Greedo Plays MMA, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay, on to the first of our 5 best bets for today. We start off with the Daily Nationals best bet, and we're actually taking Corbin Burns' over. I know, this is a Nationals bet. It is. Corbin Burns, the opposing pitcher tonight, pitching in D.C. against the Nats. For as much as I want to say the Nats are going to win this game outright, I can't say that. I hope they win. I am a realist about things now. Yesterday, I saw the spot against the D-backs with Eduardo Rodriguez in the mound, and I said, you know what? I think the Nationals can win this game with Mitchell Parker pitching. Parker is responsible for the only 2 victories of the season so far for the Nationals. So shout out to him. The Nats are now 2-6. Okay, that was a spot that I really liked for the Nationals. I still hope this team can win 65 games. I'm serious. I don't know. But that was a good spot from them yesterday. Today, I think the best pick is strikeouts over for Corbin Burns, okay? I think the Nationals have a possibility, they have potential to win this one. I don't love it with the pitching matchup being Burns versus Trevor Williams, but I think the Nats do have a chance to win. I think the best bet, though, from this game is 100% Burns' strikeouts on over. Because, guys, we look at this, okay, Eduardo Rodriguez and Bob Carpenter, the Nationals play-by-play guy who I am a big fan of, and it's unfortunate he's going to retire after the season. We have to listen to Dan Coco every day. I like Dan Coco, but he's no Bob Carpenter, regardless. Just like how Kevin Francis is no FB Santangelo. Anyways, Bob Carpenter says a million times, and he was stating the truth. Eduardo Rodriguez was having one of the weirdest games a starting pitcher can have. And his final line was 5 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk, but 12 strikeouts. Just a really weird line for Eduardo Rodriguez. What does that say? Okay, the Nationals, timely hitting. Alex Call in the lineup, he should be playing every day. I'm a big Jacob Young fan, but I'm sorry, Alex Call needs to be in the lineup every single day. Dylan Cruz needs to be in center. Call needs to be in right. JY is the pinch runner / 4th outfielder now. I'm sorry. I'm a big Jacob Young fan. I own a Jacob Young jersey. I gotta say Alex Call's the starter right now. I think JY can still help the team, but I think Call should be the guy for now. Anyways, some timely hitting. Josh Bell, the triple, the second of his career, something like that. So shout out to Josh Bell, that was pretty cool. Ahmed Rosario, the big knock. James Wood with a huge double in the first inning. Again, some timely hitting for the Nationals in that baseball game, excuse me. But at the same time, Eduardo Rodriguez, 12 strikeouts. That is unbelievable. Everyone in that lineup struck out yesterday except for Alex Call. This team, guys, you get 27 outs in a baseball game, 16 of them were strikeouts. That's unbelievable. It is unbelievable what's going on with this team. They won, which I was very happy that they did, but my goodness, that is unexcusable. 16 strikeouts. I mean, what does Paul DeJong do? I'm serious. Luis Garcia should play every single day. Just make Ahmed Rosario play third. He has to be better than Paul DeJong. It's a joke. It is a joke. So that's Eduardo Rodriguez. You go from him to Corbin Burns, and I get it. Burns is not going to get you to bite all the time, at least on his breaking stuff. Fastball, cutter, sinker. He's nasty, don't get me wrong, but it's a different style of pitcher than Eduardo Rodriguez. I completely understand. At the same time, the Nationals are going to swing and miss on everything, though, right? Okay, again, these guys can blast the ball. They can put it in play. I love CJ Abrams. Again, I like everyone in this lineup for the most part, except for, like, DeJong, and I have nothing personally against Paul DeJong. I just don't think he's very good, okay? I like everyone in the Nats lineup on a personal level, like as a fan, but skill-wise, it's a challenge, man. But Abrams has potential. Ahmed Rosario won't be playing because it's a righty, but Luis Garcia hits righties fairly well, right? I mean, Josh Bell, I think, is actually getting better right now. Nathaniel Lowe, very good against righties. I mean, I think they're going to hit Corbin Burnes hard, and I think there's actually potential for the Nationals to win this game outright. Trevor Williams is sneaky good. There's potential for that. But the best bet, is Corbin Burnes over on strikeouts. It's 5.5. He's going to get that easy. Again, Eduardo Rodriguez, guys, goes 5 innings, 12 strikeouts. Corbin Burnes in his first start of the season against the New York Yankees goes 4 1/3 and gets 8 strikeouts. So sure, same thing about that Yankees game. Okay, they 2 home runs off of Burnes, 4 hits, 4 runs. The Nationals, again, I don't know if they're going to do exactly what the Yankees did in Burnes' first start, but yeah, they might be able to score on Corbin Burnes. At the same time, they are going to swing and miss. So I think this is an easy play here for Corbin Burnes. There's also potential he just completely runs right over the Nationals and they don't even score. I want to believe that the Nationals are going to make hard contact, that they are going to score some runs, but at the same time, they're not going to put the ball in play to get out. They're just going to swing over the top of everything or just be late and miss on the sinker, miss on the cutter on Corbin Burnes. I think Burnes goes over 5.5 strikeouts. I think the Nationals do hit him fairly hard, though. I hope the Nats win. I'm not going to play the money line today, but give me Corbin Burnes over on strikeouts. We're just being a realist about this. I think the Nats, again, still have potential to win the game. Corbin Burnes over strikeouts, 5.5. Okay, let's go on to our second best bet of the video, and we go to our daily player prop of the day. Bryce Harper, bud, it's time to get going, pal. Okay? It's time to finally do something. Okay? Bryce Harper, who is still an elite player in the league, is one of the best hitters of our generation, one of the best players of our generation. He's batting .250. Okay, and I'm talking about him like he's some bum. He's one of the best hitters in the league. It's time for a Bryce Harper day. It's time for a Bryce Harper takeover. That's what we're waiting for here. Series on the line, the two best teams in the National League playing each other. Bryce Harper 2 for 9 career against Tyler Glasnow. Oh, the best bet's over 2 bases, or it's 2 bases, so over 1.5 total bases. We're going this because, and at great value, plus 170. If Bryce Harper gets a hit over Tyler Glasnow, I think it's going to be an extra base knock. Okay, he's 2 for 9 in his career against Glasnow, and one's a triple and one's a double, if I'm not mistaken. Might be a home run. No, it's a triple and a double for Harper off Tyler Glasnow. I believe he got a double last year against Glasnow in 2024. Obviously, Dodgers versus Phillies. The other matchups come when Glasnow was on the Pirates and Harper was on the Nats. But history does suggest if Bryce is going to get a hit on Tyler Glasnow, it will likely be extra bases. Also, Bryce is very due for a home run. He just is. I don't want to go down this path of, we're going to bet Bryce Harper home run until he hits one. I'm not actually doing that. I think, again, Bryce is very due to take 1 yard. And hell, Harper on the year batting .250, he has 2 RBI and 1 home run. And, the RBI came in the Rockies game. The RBI doubled to win the game, obviously last Thursday. And then, or this Thursday. And then he had a home run, which obviously he got an RBI in on opening day against the Nats. Harper's so due to hit a home run. He just is. I get it. His power numbers aren't where they used to be, but still, this is a guy who had 30 home runs last season. So actually, I can't even say that. I mean, Bryce, his career high in home runs is 42. Yeah, Bryce is so due for a home run. I get it. Tyler Glasnow is a really good pitcher. I completely understand that. I just think Bryce is due for a home run. And I'm not going to go out on a limb and say, oh, Harper home run, because that's what, plus 350, plus 400. This is the much better bet because we could theoretically get it with 2 Bryce Harper singles. I don't think Harper all year long has had 2 hits in a game this year. Yeah, sorry, the second game of the year against the Nationals. It's been a while, though. Oh, the Rockies game, too. Anyways, Bryce is he's due, man. That's what I'm thinking. Like, Harper, again, Bryce Harper's not going to finish the year batting .250. Since Harper has came to Philadelphia, he has been hitting for great average. He still puts the ball at the park, and he's still been one of the best hitters in all of Major League Baseball. He's batting .250 right now. I think Bryce is going to get multiple hits tonight, and even if he doesn't, I think in his one potential hit against Tyler Glasnow, he does take, either take him deep or put one in the gap and get extra bases. It's a big game today, right? I mean, the Phillies win the first game of the series 3-2. Roki Sasaki bounces back kinda. Hey, his underhit will take it. But the Dodgers win the second game 3-1. Some unlucky stuff happened, obviously, with the Schwarber line out, and then Bryson Stott got thrown out at first by Teoscar Hernandez. It is what it is. Stuff happens. But huge game tonight in Philadelphia. The Phils trying to win the series. And I think Bryce Harper comes through. We don't care who wins the game. We just need one of the best players in all of baseball to come through for us. He didn't the first time around when we had Bryce Harper here on the channel. I believe he went 0 We need Bryce tonight. Sanchez versus Glasnow on the mound. Again, that doesn't matter. We have Harper versus Glasnow, and I think Bryce finds a way to multiple bases. And the easiest path, again, is a home run. I think that's very plausible. Again, Bryce has 1 on the season. This is what, their 9th game? Bryce is so due. If not, 2 hits does it, or a ball in the gap. Let's get it done, Bryce Harper. We're trusting in the best hitter in baseball. One of the best hitters in baseball. I don't know if he still is. Shohei. Still, we're trusting in Bryce Harper, future Hall of Famer. Harper over 1.5 total bases. He just needs to get 2. Let's get it done, Bryce. To our third best bet of the video, we go to our daily NRFI. We go over to Queens, as we have the New York Mets and the Toronto Blue Jays. We actually haven't spoken about the Mets all year long. That was on purpose. No, I'm joking. I hate the Mets. There's not a team I hate more in baseball than the New York Mets. Maybe the Dodgers. No, but, well, I don't know. Dodgers Mets last year in the NLCS, man, was just I didn't even watch because I was just so mad. I didn't care. I hate those teams with a passion. I think I hate the Phillies. Sorry, I hate the Mets more. I hate the Phillies too, but I don't hate them as much as the Mets or the Braves or the Dodgers. Oh, God. Why do I hate so many teams in baseball? It's just because the Nationals suck. Anyways, I don't like the New York Mets, but I realize talent. They have 2 of my favorite players in the league on their team, Jesse Winker and Juan Soto. I don't know if I can say Soto's still one of my favorite players in the league. I'll be honest. Not the same anymore. I still like Jesse Winker. The Nationals traded him there. It is what it is. Juan decided to sign here. I know he was coming from New York, but regardless. Anyways, I think the NRFI here is great. I think the NRFI is great here. Our pitching matchup is Bowden Francis and David Peterson. Bowden Francis had a scoreless inning in his first start of the year in Toronto against the Nationals. David Peterson's first start did give up a run to the Miami Marlins. Bounce back spot this time around. He pitched a good game against the Marlins, just gave up a run in the first. I think we're okay. So as we do with all NRFIs, let's break down the matchup, right? Okay. Blue Jays, we're looking at Bichette, Guerrero, Santander. I'm not going to deny that it's a great 1-2-3, right? Yesterday we got burned on the NRFI. First batter of the game, Jose Altuve goes deep. Oh, crap. It is what it is. Huge bounce back spots today, guys. Bo Bichette goes 3 for 5 yesterday. Guerrero goes 2 for 5. Santander goes 1 for 4. They're due for some regression, okay? They're due for some regression, and I think we get it today. Okay, you look at the other side of things, the Mets. All right. Francisco Lindor hits the walk-off sac fly, but he's been dog crap this season. He's batting 160. Out. Juan Soto, I kind of like Juan, but Juan's batting 240 right now. All right, give me Bowden Francis in that matchup, right? Is Juan going to take us deep? There's potential for that, but I'm going to take Francis. Pete Alonso, just the home run threat. There's just a bunch of home run threats in this entire NRFI slate, whether it be Guerrero, Santander, Soto, Lindor, Alonso. We just need to get some swing and miss stuff. I think the easier part of this, if I'm being honest, is going to be Francis against the Mets. I think if Peterson gets out the 1-2-3 against the Jays, I think we're fine. We look back at yesterday, hell, there wasn't a run scored in this game until the 5th inning. And then obviously the scoring got going. Jesse Winker with 2 triples in the same game. He goes 3 for 4 yesterday. Obviously the 2 RBI triple in the 8th for Winker to propel the Mets to tie that game, eventually to set up for the Lindor sacrifice fly in the 9th. That's great and all. Again, I love watching former Nationals players continue to deliver on teams that are not my team, but it's fine. I got to watch Jesse Winker do this. I got to watch Lane Thomas hit grand slams off a Tarek Skubal. I got to watch Harper, Turner, Schwarber, Soto. At least I don't gotta watch Anthony Rendon do stuff, all right? Okay. Anyways, I miss when Anthony Rendon was actually good at baseball, though. Regardless, I think we get the 3 outs here. I think the harder part again is David Peterson. I'm fine about Bowden Francis. I think he's gonna get 3 outs. Peterson, I'm willing to trust in as well. Again, had a rough start to that Marlins game, gave up a run in the first, but after that, locked in, 9 strikeouts in that game. Again, the Jays are going to whiff. Guerrero will strike out. Santander will strike out. Jimenez has actually been playing some really good ball this season as well. Don't get me wrong, Bichette's been great, but Bichette goes 3 for 5 yesterday. We're due for a little bit of regression here. Early morning start. Yeah, afternoon start. I'm going to take the NRFI for this one. Don't mind the odds. We've been kind of cold on these recently after such a hot start. We're getting back on track today, okay? -120 NRFI in Queens, Mets, Blue Jays, Peterson, Francis. Let's get it done. Give me 6 outs. To our next game, we finish the video with 2 money line bets. And we start off at Coors Field. It is the MLB debut of Chase Dollander. We're fading the former Tennessee Volunteer, okay? Chase Dollander, believe it or not, was one of the first college baseball players I actually gave a damn about. Like, I watched Tennessee baseball for Chase Dollander, okay? He didn't have a great final year in college, but I remember watching him the year before he went out, and I was really excited for Chase Dollander. I wanted the Nationals, actually, to get him, right? I mean, I'm fine with Dylan Cruz. I think he'll bounce back eventually. Regardless, even though, don't forget, guys, the Nationals were supposed to get Paul Skeens, but it's okay. Dylan Cruz wanted too much money in the Pirates City. You know what? We're going to pivot to Skeens instead. It just, it's okay. Dylan Cruz someday will be better than Juan Soto, okay? I hope. It's not going to happen. I hope. Anyways, Chase Dollander's debut, great. Good luck with this A's lineup, who has beat them in back-to-back games. Guys, the A's are hot right now. They have broken a team or a franchise record for most consecutive games to start a season with the home run. So they've hit a home run in every single game so far this year. They're going to do it again tonight. Guys, don't let this team get hot. They're hot right now. Law Dog, Lawrence Butler's batting .280. Brent Rooker, home run yesterday. You know the power he's got. JJ Bleday's in the 3, which is kind of odd for me, but he's batting .190. I'm not too concerned. Bleday gets on base a lot. His OBP this year is .333. I mean, that'll only continue to go up. I'm fine with that. Soderstrom, great. What a season he's had so far, batting .333, right? Shea Langeliers, baller, right? Hits a home run yesterday as well. Jacob Wilson's been great this season. I mean, guys, this A's team is hitting the ball very well. Their bullpen, great with Mason Miller and company, right? I mean, I like the starting pitching. JP Sears yesterday was pretty solid for them, right? Gave them 6 innings, 3 runs. All right, they'll play at Coors Field. It will. You go down 3-0. The A's then score, 7 unanswered. They win the game 7-4. That will play. Pitching matchup tonight, Chase Dollander making his MLB debut. I'm happy for him. I think Dollander is going to be a good pitcher. I've always been a little bit concerned with him, though, because of the high velo, playing at Coors Field. I'm a little scared the ball is going to fly on him. And that's how that's why I originally thought about him coming out of college, right? Again, at Tennessee, there were some control issues, obviously. Velo's great. There's some great stuff with Dollander. Again, he was always expected to be in this spot. You look at what he did, obviously, right? Last year playing in both Double-A and High-A. Some good stuff out the guy. I'm trying to see. Yeah, pitched 70 innings in High-A, pitched 48 in Double-A. I just feel like, I don't know. It's just that last season at Tennessee was so bad, man. In 2022 was great, 2.85 ERA. 2023, control issues, struggled with the long ball. I mean, he gave up double the amount of home runs he did in his junior season at Tennessee than his senior season. 4.75 ERA. Sure, he's bounced back since, but in High-A, 3.34 ERA. He had 1 start this year in Albuquerque and AAA for the Isotopes, 2.25 ERA. Obviously, that's 6 innings, 1 run, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's 6 innings, 1 run. Yeah. He's got good stuff, got great velo, nice sink, solid slider as well. Changeup's not horrible. I think the A's are going to hit him, I'm going to be honest. And I don't know how much we get of Dollander tonight. I think we might get 4 innings, 5 innings. It's not a great spot for a prospect, man. You start off in Colorado. Again, that's his home ballpark. He's going to have to get used to it. But your first start against an A's team that's hot, they're hitting a lot of home runs this season, and at elevation, I don't like it. I really don't. I want Dollander to be great. Again, one of the first college baseball players I really started watching, and then obviously I watched a lot of Dylan Cruz, watched a lot of Paul Skeens the year after. But yeah, the first year I was really into college baseball. I was watching Tennessee baseball, Chase Dollander, and he was great. Comes back to school for another year. He went Georgia Southern, Tennessee. Yeah, I don't know. That I think wasn't a senior. It was a junior year. It wasn't great, man. It wasn't. Again, the 5 ERA, gave up a lot of home runs that season comparative to the year prior to that. I think the A's are going to hit him deep. I think Lawrence Butler is going to have a night. I think we can see Shea, Soderstrom. I don't know. I think Dollinger's going to have a decent career. I just don't like this first matchup with Sacramento. So give me the Athletics. Line is fairly, it's minus 115 for the A's, minus 105 for the Rockies. Give me minus 115 for the Athletics to beat Chase Dollinger in the Colorado Rockies. To our final best bet of the day, we go back to the Bay Area, Giants-Mariners. I know we're back on this game for, the third time this week. I understand. We've done a lot of Giants-Mariners stuff, right? I was at this game last night, got my Matt Chapman bobblehead. That's great. I watched the Mariners completely lay an egg, and I realized to myself, this is why I never bet on the Seattle Mariners, okay? So what did I get from that game? The Mariners still suck. They can't do anything right. Dylan Moritz a home run. That's all they can get. Matt Chapman and Jung Ho Lee are amazing. We know that. Matt Chapman with a really nice play to end the game, by the way. I thought J.P. Crawford was going to beat out that infield single, but Matt Chapman being the 6-time, 5-time Golden Glove and 2-time Platinum Glove winner himself, making the play, ending the ball game at Oracle Park last night. Again, that's how good that guy is. I still don't think the Giants are legit as a playoff contender. I think they're good. Are they going to make the playoffs? I still don't think so. They're 7-1. I think they're going to be 8-1 after today. They still don't move me as a real threat. But the Mariners suck, okay? The Mariners screwed up their one game where they scored 9 runs in extra innings, and they still lost, okay, with the walk-off hit from Wilmer Flores. This team's still bad. Sorry, Adames. Wilmer Flores was the hero on opening day. It was Adames who hit the walk-off, obviously. The Mariners still don't hit the baseball. They're absolutely god-awful. They get themselves out on the base paths every single inning. I saw that multiple times with Ryan Bliss yesterday for the Mariners. And what's going to happen tonight when Jordan Hicks is on the mound? Great, Brian Woo's pitching for the Mariners. Again, elite pitching. But there was only so much Bryce Miller could do yesterday. Bryce Miller didn't have a bad outing, but he gets no run support. He didn't get run support. He got 1 run. He got the Dylan Moore home run. That was the only run they scored all game long. Brian Woo, right? The A's-Mariners game on last Sunday, the Mariners won it 2-1. That was the game J-Rod hit the 2-run shot. But Brian Woo gives up a home run to Shea Langeliers. He leaves the game after 6, and he's down 1-0. He's in line for the loss because he made one bad pitch. That's just how inconsistent the Mariners are. More times than not, guys, if we bet against the Seattle Mariners, we're going to hit. They're not, because they're not good. Their pitching's amazing. We've been over this. They can't hit the baseball. And in the matchup tonight, Jordan Hicks, his first start of the season in Houston, he goes 6 innings, gives up 1 run, 2 walks, 3 base runners in 6 innings. What the hell are the Mariners going to do tonight? They're not going to be able to deal with the velo. They're not going to be able to deal with the sink. Jordan Hicks is going to kill them tonight, or today at 1 o'clock. Again, that's how bad the Seattle Mariners are. I'm serious. I gave them hope yesterday. I was like, you know what? I like the matchup. I think they're going to be able to do something against their former teammate, Robbie Ray, who is 32, who, coming off of Tommy John. He's had arm injuries. Yeah, it's a bounce back spot or at least the Mariners' bats to get going in back-to-back days. Nope. They scored those 9 runs on Friday. They're not going to be able to score more than 5 for another 2 weeks. The Mariners suck. They can't hit. Yeah, their pitching's great, but Brian Woo, guys, is going to give up 2 runs in 6 innings, and he's going to get 0 run support. The Giants win this game, I'm not joking, 3-0. They're going to score 2 off of Woo. They're going to score 1 off the bullpen. That's all it takes. Jung Ho Lee's going to put 1 in the gap. Chapman's going to put 1 down. Boom, there's a run. I don't know. Someone's going to hit a 2-run tank. Heliot Ramos comes up and hits a 2-run tank. Ball game. The Mariners won't be able to score 4 runs. Give me the Giants at home at Oracle Park to start the season 8-1. It just feels weird to say. Give me the Giants. And folks, thank y'all for watching our 5 best bets for the MLB here on April 6th. If you have not yet, though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Make sure to comment if you do disagree with any of the picks. We'll be back tomorrow for more daily MLB best bets. Folks, thank y'all for watching. And Mamba forever.